Now, this is where we're getting into the real critical part of this door installation. You know, we've leveled the top rail and we've leveled the center part of the jamb. Now what we need to do is to make sure that this track is in, out, crooked, straight, whatever, so that the door will clear. You will know for a fact if your track, your jamb is in straight or not. You catch this reveal and it goes all the way down, and you want to make sure you have got the same reveal. Now, it's not going to matter if one side is bigger than the other side. That's not a problem at all. You just want to make sure that this reveal is the same all the way down. You get that set, you hold it so that you have the same reveal all the way down. Now you look at the back of the door, down there at the back of the jamb, and look what's happening. It's hitting. So that means that every time that this door slides in, it's going to hit that frame down there, which means this part here is fine all the way down because we know it's level. The back part, we've got a screw at the top, so we know it's not going to move. We take the bottom screw out and we scoop the back part of that jamb out so that we get clearance in there where that door will not hit that frame. Take this screw out, scoop this frame over till we get clearance in there. Go back to the front, get your reveal again, and then check it. Now we've got a nice reveal all the way down. You can see the clearance we've got. Set that screw. And again, make sure your nails, screws, whatever, are flush. This is why I like to use screws, because you can see what we had to do. We had to take it out, move it over, we've reset it. Okay, we've got our reveal along the edge of our door. We slide the door out. Now, we get our reveal and we slide it back. Right there. Boy, that looks great. Is now we take and move our jamb to match the door. Now, I put that stud in there a little crooked just to show you that it doesn't matter if you're framing it straight or not. It's the finished part of all this that you want to make sure is right. Okay, the top's set. It's set in stone as far as the door. Now what we'll do is we'll move the bottom of the jamb over to match the door. So what you do is you just pull that over to where that's set. Okay, now we've got our frame set, and as you can see, we're dead on from top to bottom. In other words, there's no gap. Now you know, you're going to have a little bit of gap because this is lumber, and it's an operating mechanism, which means that the more you operate it, the more of a little bit of a gap, but the gap will never be more than 1/8 of an inch. That's why you use doorstop on there when you get done. Okay, now to keep things from splitting, you always want to drill a hole. Now I've got the inside one set. I got it set, brought it over, made sure that the reveal here is the same at the bottom as it is at the top. Now we take the other one, and I know it's a little hard to see, but they're bigger at the bottom than they are at the top. In other words, they're tapered, so you want the big part down. You drill the hole when you get it set. Okay. Take your screw, run it in the hole, almost all the way up. Now what you want is pull the door out, and you want just a little bit of clearance. And that's it. Okay, you can see it's moving just a little bit. And the reason for the taper is so that it makes contact on the bottom of the door and not up here anywhere on the top of the door, on the door itself. And this is why the top track needs to be perfectly level, or as close as you can get it to perfect, is because as this door, if it is 0 here and you bring it over and it binds up, it's because your top track is not level and the door is sitting in there on your track crooked as it's coming back and forth. So in other words, it's doing this. It's either got space at the front, dead at the back, and as it's coming over, it's binding up on your stop. That's why you want to make sure that your top track is perfectly level. But you want to try to make sure that the reveal is the same all the way up, because when you put your door stop on, it's going to go up, over, and then back down on the back side. So you want to make sure that your reveal is the same. Now, what I'm getting at is right here. You can see the little bit, the reveal we have at the top for the jamb. Now, if you come down to the bottom, look how big it gets down there. And that is because that frame, that pocket door frame, is sitting in there perfectly level. The wall framing is off just a little bit. That's where your finished carpentry skills come into play. You have to make your sheetrock, your trim, your jamb, everything line up with your door jamb. Nothing else is going to matter. You do not want to change anything to make it follow the framing. You want to set your doors and everything level. I cannot stress enough. Once you cover this thing up, that is it. You have got no chance to come back in and change it. You are ready for sheetrock to cover that thing up. All right, we're done. One pocket door assembly in.